And that's when we were able to make more and spend less in marketing, but actually make more in revenue. That's the reason these goals are so important. We added over 1 million in 1 year without spending anything additional in ad dollars. And our last year in practice, we reached an all-time high of 72% lead to consultation conversion rate. So that means 72% of the people that were just curious and called or filled out a web form showed up inside our practice to convert into a patient.
Welcome to Success Confidentials.
If you're a healthcare visionary obsessed with patient experience, team culture, marketing, and growth, you're in the right place.
We are too. We're Lauren
and Christine,
the patient whisperers. We worked together for 4 years as leaders in a real premium practice.
We did not play in the traditional healthcare sandbox and believe human emotions drive all success, and it really, really worked. We grew our cash pay practice an average 60% year over year.
And on social media, we grew our followers from 1,000 to 14,000 in just 2 years, generating millions in annual revenue from social media alone.
So now we're out here sharing what made us wildly successful so you can be too.
Let's have some fun.
And let's dive in.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Success Confidentials. This week we are actually kind of repeating a conversation that we had with a client that went so good, and it was such a light bulb moment for them that we wanted to share with you guys as well. And we wanted to build on a conversation we had a few weeks ago. I think it was episode 102, talking about a secret shopper and really understanding where your priorities are to get to your goals this year. But today we're talking about getting crystal clear on our goal lines.
Yes, and by that we mean actual hard number goals. Mm-hmm. We talk to practices all the time who say they are ready for more, they're ready for help, they're ready to take things to the next level. And a lot of times when you drill down into details and numbers, there's a lot of question marks and blanks. How much revenue is your goal to make per procedure, per calendar month, or per calendar year? Well, we know we want to make more, but how much more, right? Because we need goals. We need clear goals that we can work backwards from and have daily goals. Because we never achieve our long-term goals if we don't know what our short-term goals are. And if every person on our team doesn't know what their short-term goals are and how they all fit together in the big picture.
And we achieved 60% year-over-year growth during our time in practice. And so much of that goes back to Christine's obsession with our numbers and data and just having such clarity of where we are and where we wanted to go as a team and as a practice. So really, we're going to get a lot of good information from Christine today that hopefully will help you. First, why is this so important?
Goals are so important really in every part of our practice. Today we're specifically talking about kind of when you're trying to grow a procedure or a service in your practice. So numbers goals, money goals, but goals are important for all of us in life. Expectations are important for all of us. And to have these clearly communicated is the difference between a team that just day in, day out is just trying to do their best and a team that day in, day out understands what's expected of them, how they're measured, and how they're tracking toward those goals, which ultimately makes our team feel much more fulfilled and empowered and excited and motivated to strive for those than just this general, we need more patients, or we need to do better, or we need to make more money. That's too nebulous. We need hard, concrete numbers.
And it also makes teams feel more unified because they know what role each person plays to hit those goals as well.
So for example, when we know our goal numbers, say we know we want to have 100 LASIK eyes on the schedule every single month. How do we get there? And then we can work backwards. Okay, now based on our conversion percentages, we know how many patients we need on the schedule because this percentage cancel. And then we know we need this many consultations on the calendar because this many people no show for the consultations, or this many people convert to the procedure or don't. Okay, then we need to know how many leads or phone calls or inquiries we need to get in the door for marketing to set those consultations. Then we can figure out how much we need to spend to generate that amount of leads or inquiries. So we really get to work backwards. then we're really clear. Every person involved in that process understands their goal number that contributes to the big goal, especially as a practice owner or admin when we're working with maybe an outside web agency. We're able to really clearly communicate our goals with them. We need this many inquiries a month, and they need to be this quality to convert into consultations. So now we're able to really measure quantity and quality of leads coming in. If we have a social media coordinator on our practice, we had a call just the other day with a coordinator, and we were talking to her about her goals. And she had goals for clicks and impressions and things like that, but she really had no idea how many leads or new patients the practice wanted to generate or expected, or were the goals to generate from social media.
Historically was able to generate,
Yes.
so she could measure if the ads or organic content was doing better or worse as she's trying new strategies.
And that kills motivation because then you're just chasing the goal of more. We want more patients, we need more appointments, we need more inquiries. That's a really defeating game for our team to play. So we have to get really granular on what our goals are for all the conversion points of our patient journey into the practice.
Then when you get clear on all of these goals at each conversion point, you can really obsess and hone in and perfect each point of conversion for the potential patient all the way to the patient.
Which brings up the topic of the pipeline. A lot of these goals apply to your pipeline, which is essentially what happens between the time of someone encountering your brand and then becoming a patient, patient advocate, spreading the word about you to all their friends and family. And that's really called the pipeline. So really obsessing over each one of those points, which there's 7 points in our methodology of conversion in that patient pipeline. And that's when we were able to make more and spend less in marketing, but actually make more in revenue. That's the reason these goals are so important. We added over 1 million in 1 year without spending anything additional in ad dollars. And our last year in practice, we reached an all-time high of 72% lead to consultation conversion rate. So that means 72% of the people that were just curious and called or filled out a web form showed up inside our practice to convert into a patient.
So the question everyone's dying to know, what are the numbers that you need to track if you're in practice and wanting to grow a procedure or service?
Well, there are some nuances depending on what you're trying to promote or what you're trying to grow. But basically, you need to know all your current conversion percentages, your current numbers coming in, and then the goals that you have. Then you can calculate the difference and where you need to improve. For example, if you lower your cancellation or no-show rate, then you only need 117 consultations on the schedule versus 188. If you improve your lead to consultation conversion rate from 60% to 75%, you only did 156 leads instead of 313. So you can really play with these numbers and work to improve the conversion at certain stages of your funnel to be more efficient, spend less, make more. All of that is in our pipeline calculator, which we've dropped in Upskillery, and a full walkthrough and examples of how to actually use it for various procedures and services. So we've got you covered. It's all in Upskillery.
If we can help you with anything related to today's topic, use the link to schedule a free 30-minute synergy session just for new practices.
For our existing practice clients, you already know where to find us.
Now we want to hear from you. What resonated? What other topics are hot for you right now? We want to know all about it in the comments.
We're just a comment away, so if you have any questions, we personally respond to all comments and DMs. If you're not subscribed yet, make it easy on yourself to see new episodes and reference topics that are helpful by hitting the subscribe button.